Hi everyone, Doctors Nicole and Rachel here from Sprout Family Chiropractic. We've made it, you've made it to another Wednesday, which means we get to sit down with you and bring a little bit of neurology, a little bit of chiropractic, and literally a little whiteboard to your Wednesday. We actually timed this one pretty well because it's all about pregnancy, maternal stress, and how that affects mom and baby's health, not just before birth, but after, a lot of times into adolescence and adulthood. I say this one's perfectly timed because we're closing out August, and if you didn't know, August has historically been the busiest birth month in the United States, which is kind of cool, right? So we're going to start this one with Dr. Rachel kicking us off.
So I don't think anyone would argue with us that pregnancy intimately connects mom and baby, not just physiologically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Today we're going to focus on the physiological and emotional connection. So this vital connection is primarily through the umbilical cord between baby and placenta. And every facet of that connection between mother and baby is crucial for life, growth, and development. Having taken care of pregnant mom after pregnant mom, we can say without a doubt, pregnancy is stressful. Maternal stress is not new, but the types of stress moms-to-be have experienced have changed drastically over the last 3 to 5 decades. The smartphone's been created, work from home is more common, and the internet has blown up with every kind of birth advice imaginable. As perinatal chiropractors who support pregnant moms through every stage of pregnancy, which includes preconception, pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond, we are obsessed with how maternal stress affects not just mom, but baby in utero and postpartum. But before we talk about the effects of maternal stress, let's briefly discuss what can cause maternal stress. So maternal stress can come from so many different sources. Some of the common things we hear from our pregnant patients is emotional stress from work demands, family expectations, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD from prior pregnancies or birth experiences, physical stress from changing posture, maybe macro trauma like a car accident during pregnancy, and even micro traumas from repetitive work tasks. And then they tell us chemical stress from medications, pre-existing health conditions, and the fluctuating hormone levels throughout pregnancy.
Yeah, and maternal stress, like Dr. Rachel said, is nowhere close to being new, and neither is the thing that responds to it, the autonomic nervous system, which actually has 2 parts, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And both work hand in hand in order for the body to effectively cope with external and internal stresses. Think of the nervous system as having a brake pedal and a gas pedal. As stress goes up, the gas pedal and brake pedal change so that the body can adapt and respond. In order for the body to understand what's going on, for it to respond, it uses the vagus nerve as its primary sensory communication pathway from the entire rest of the body to the brain and the nervous system. And normally the body recognizes and responds to the stressors as they present, but unfortunately the fact about stress is that it accumulates. And that's true with everyone, not just pregnant moms. But the big thing about stress during pregnancy is that on top of everything else in life, you're creating, supporting, and guiding a new life, which this means pregnant moms not only have to regulate their own body, but their babies too. If the stress levels outweigh your ability to overcome and manage the stress, it wreaks havoc on a variety of systems: immune, gut, metabolism, energy, recovery, and cellular regeneration. All of these are always important, but they are of utmost importance during pregnancy. And every stressful event from mom transfers and imprints onto their baby's stress response system. On top of that, a baby in utero will neurologically remember being in distress, and it's called the fetal stress memory, which can cause baby to continue to be in that fight or flight protective state after birth. Like we talked about for adults, stress for babies accumulates, so if a baby starts life outside of the womb in that fight or flight protective state, any new challenge, illness, stressful event is going to be harder to handle. And people always say, oh, they'll just grow out of it. Unfortunately, what we've seen is they grow into those challenges.
Exactly. And this is why as prenatal chiropractors, we track mom's resilience and adaptability to stress through a 5-minute non-invasive scan called heart rate variability, or HRV. HRV gives us such valuable insight into the well-being of mom, which plays a critical role in the well-being of their newborn or infant. HRV plus someone's health history and chiropractic exam lets us create custom care plans for our patients. We use a variety of gentle and specific chiropractic techniques for our pregnant patients to restore the nervous system's communication pathway, such as the vagus nerve. So if you're pregnant or you have a loved one who is, and you haven't checked how well your body is adapting to stress, give us a call so we can see how we can support you during your pregnancy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.